Well, first of all, this message is not going to be anyway structured or based on any NLP or psychology tips or anything like that. It's just pure life experience of how just a few words from someone can get you out of dire straits. And just at the background, there is a little alley where I met up with a friend of mine she's been my friend for many, many years now. And she had just that very same day, she was kind of devastated and overwhelmed because of she'd had a miscarriage. And for me, at that point, I was like rethinking many things about where I live, and I'll have to change the country, and maybe lifestyle. I don't know, many other things, especially because there was a series of allergic reactions I'd been having out of the blue, which I wasn't even like, according to the allergist, it was like I was meant to be born with those allergies. However, they kind of flared up all of a sudden due to whatever reason. And it was like the third time in a row, the previous day to which I'm talking about, I'd been discharged and from the hospital. And it was like, because of that, I was just thinking, like, reconsidering all my life choices. And I was, to say the very least, I was like down in the dumps, devastated and completely clueless about what to do. And I met up with this friend just thinking that I would be expected to kind of stand by her, support her, which I would be delighted to, and I did it. The thing is, we just got there. She was all the time like, I thought she was getting wasted or something like that. We grabbed some beers, and the thing as she was processing all the stuff she was going through, she didn't say a word. She just sat there and for a while and just saying what was going on, how people were reacting, family, etc. But I knew that she wasn't beating around the bush. It's just it's she had to get around to finally say it. Like, she's had enough. She doesn't want these expectations from the society, whatever. But as you can as you can understand, like, it was not over for her. And well, fortunately, since then, this was like over 10 years ago, and she's ever since things have changed. She managed to conceive, and she's really happy and so on. But the point is, at that time, she just said, I was, I was like, as I said, wanting to just comfort her, stand by her, be there for her, and do whatever was necessary because I really do care for her. I love her. She's a great friend. She's a great woman. And then the thing is, I was clueless about it. I mean, first of all, nobody told her clearly what led to the miscarriage, and it's like a mystery. So there's nothing I could objectively say or do to help her out. But I was doing my best. And it was like practically we stayed there the whole night. And at the end of it, she just wouldn't close the whole topic by just thinking about her. For her, it was like, as usual, she's very selfless and she's very caring. And she insisted that I tell her about what was going on, why I was, according to her. And I do admit I was feeling really low, just more than low. I was like baffled and just thinking, what the fuck is going on? Because I never thought a stupid thing like an allergy could just set you up for life. And then she, as she insisted, I just gave her some information, but without like, trying to focus on her or whatever. And then she was quiet for practically the whole night. She didn't say much, but she left saying one word. She just kind of very sternly. That was the only point where she was able to hold eye contact. She was like very, very sad, and you know, she was like really feeling low. But that shows you what kind of a friend she is. Like even then, she's there wanting to look out for others, and she just left by saying one word to me: trust. And obviously, I was not going to interrupt and ask her trust what, whatever. And it could be anything. And then on my way back home, I was just thinking about this idea. Like I had an aunt who would always say, "Trust Guru." She referred to the saint who started the Sikh religion. And being a little boy, I hardly had a clue about who Guru was meant to be. Just thought it was like, although it was a saint, it was meant to be God Himself, etc., etc. Although for many people it would be an inappropriate thing to say because of all the things that he accomplished. He was like a superhuman. So after that, like a couple of times down the road, she kept sending me like the same message, just one word, texting one word: trust, trust. And I was just trying to process this, and I just said, no matter what it is, yeah, I'm gonna trust. More than anything, I'm just gonna put my best foot forward and try to make sure I'll, get through this crap, which seemed like a real dead end. And obviously, after that, it wasn't just saying the word trust or reading the word trust, but the fact that I pushed on and kept looking for alternatives or means that if the conventional medicine is not able to have a sustained effect, or they just can't figure out what is going on, or they can't provide any relief, I would just keep pushing on, and the rest is history. Fortunately, I've been okay since then. May have some flare up here and there, but I just want to emphasize the fact that, sometimes you put your trust on somebody else's words. Sometimes you just push forward, no matter whether you know the way or not, whether you have any clue what's going on. Just I think it was Henry David Thoreau who said, your own resolve to win in any given situation is more important than anything else, any other fact. So I think if you apply this, I trust that you'd be able to get through any dark strait you're going through, and hopefully you would pay it forward to other people, just this immense power we have within ourselves, and then it helps more people and cause a ripple effect. Peace, much love, and namaste.